How you guys doing? This is BullTradeFinder here, coming with you with a webinar. Okay, so this one's going to be on our charts and updated scanner. This is how I found VII, the ticker TGC, CBAK, CALI, and XELB today. Three of those became 100% runners, something that I did not expect. All had low average volume, all had low floats around, usually under 25 million. I believe the highest may have been 31 million. Usually plays I like to focus on a lot because they have higher potential. So let's get into it. So my strategy, definitely got to buy near support. Now you want to buy near support on volume. I like to look at level 2. I think it's, before I ever get into a play, I always look at level 2. That's something you definitely want to look at. I like to see where the asks are, where sellers are trying to sell, see if it's weak on the ask side, showing major upside, seeing the buy side of things, the bid side, seeing if they're holding up, if there's a lot of buyers coming through, because supply and demand is how a stock goes up or down. Always got to know about that. It's all about supply and demand. It's all about volume. So you got to take that into consideration. Now, accumulation. This and support combined together brings a great play. Buying your support with accumulation. I'll go over that a little bit more if for some of you that don't really understand at the moment. But buying your support on accumulation, even if it's a red day on the candlestick, it could still be a green day on the volume candlestick. That's something I always love. Red days on the candlestick, maybe the price went down, but there's still a lot of buyers for that day. Now that shows, in my opinion, a reversal to come. So another thing I like to do is, obviously buying at support, there's obviously more upside than downside. I usually like plays that can run up to $2, maybe $1 to $2, and with only a downside to maybe 5 to 20 cents. Something that won't hurt me that much, but something that could reward me with so much. Preferably low floats, they move fast, and they're more volatile, such as HTGM, which also did indeed run today. CLNT, which some of you went crazy over in the past hour or two due to news that came out. That ran up about $4 to $5, and that's a low float as well. CBIO from 5 to 19 in one day. Pretty insane plays right there. That's what low floats can do. They could just blow right through resistances with buys because the supply and demand is so, the demand is so high and the supply is so low that the ask and the bid are so far apart and buys just go through like it's crazy. So that's something to consider. I'm a swinger, so I like to play swings that plays that I know will be swingable, and that I know I'll be able to take gains in the next day if I don't sell that day. Like for example, TGC didn't hold up as I planned, but VII, I knew one was coming. I didn't expect the 1.50 though, but yikes. I was in that play since the beginning, 0.38 when I called it, and I held it all the way through to, I believe, 95. That's when I sold off, and then it blew right up to 150. So I like to play also low average volume because those stocks, they don't have enough, they're not manipulated like the bigger stocks. So less manipulation to me thinks better plays to pan out. And ER plays such as OPGN, that went up due to upcoming ER. It ran about 15 cents, gave us like a 15 to 20%, 20% profit, which is nice. FFHL, which only went 50 cents and kind of made me upset a little bit that it didn't go anymore, but still, it was a good play. So things like that. I'm going to show you some charts too, as well as a screener. So this is my screener. I got no secrets here. I'm just telling it flat out. It's this simple. It's really this simple. I do it straight from Vinviz. I don't even pay for it. Free Finviz. Great site. Gotta utilize it. Look at all these options you have. So, I've really been playing with my scanners. If you guys look over my past videos, I have about 6 different scanners, and I only use about 2 to 3 now. This is my main scanner. This is literally probably the only one I use 99% of the time. Oversold 40, so plays are usually at supports or right near them, maybe 2 to 5% higher than the support, so little downside. Current volume usually under 100K, average volume usually under 100K. The explosive plays, which brings small floats usually too. Even large floats, these can move because of the average volume, the supply and demand, when there's big buys or something of that sort. Like today I saw XELB. Right before I bought, there was an 8K buy, and it blew right through 2 resistances. That's when I bought, and I got in around 2.68. And I averaged up to 2.71 to get some more shares around the 2.90 area, because it was just going so fast because of that buy. That's when I jumped in. I like to have the price under 5. I got a decently small account, so I want to try to grow with stocks under 5. So this is a scanner here. You can write it down, write down the settings, maybe even take a picture. I'll leave it here for a couple of seconds. So this is a good scanner. So I believe right now there's 93 tickers on it. It updates every day. And so you have to go through these. You're not just going to play all 93 plays. Out of these 93 plays, there's maybe only 5 good plays that'll come from the scanner. But still, this scanner is beyond amazing for me, at least. Okay, I'm going to move on to the charting on what I look at. So here are just 2 charts. So CALI on the left, we'll go over this one. So you see a nice MACD cross, a little on the red, right past the red candle. I love that. Shows a nice trend reversal coming. Now you can see, looking from the MACD cross, you start to see green volume candles that are bigger than the red selling candles. That's accumulation, even on red days. This is what I was talking about. Look at those red candles on the chart, then look down at the volume. That is accumulation. And red candles, chart candles with green volume candles is beautiful to me. It shows that accumulation is happening. It shows the support right there. Look at that 1.50. Even though there's a little underwick under it, but still, it holds very well. As you could see 2 weeks back, it also held there around 1.40 or 1.50, so a little downside. And this play ran to $4, and I called it at 1.60, 1.61 maybe. That's when I got in. Because it was just a beautiful play. I didn't expect 4.50, but I called a good 3 to 3.50, I believe. So that was amazing. Then we have WPRT over here. So called this one. This was a couple weeks back as well. Called it at 0.86. You can see the accumulation starting from here. If you look at my clicker, you see accumulation starting here at the support, which is 0.80 to 0.85. Starting here, then we have some weak hand selling, and then the volume, the buyer volume starts coming back in. That's what I love to see. Those are the plays I love to play. These are both decently small volume. Floats and over average volumes. This one had a lot more volume than usually what I play, but still, it was good. This one had a low volume. And then I got 3 more right here. So TWMC, this is a play we're watching upcoming. I snuck this one in just to let you guys see a sneak peek of what I do before it actually goes. So you can see TWMC, MACD bottomed and starting to curl up. That's something you always want to look at. you see this nice support. This is a support I'm talking about. Look at this. And after this selling day, you see the green volume start to come in. Even on red days. That may not have been a red day, but still. Even on red days, look at this one right here. See a nice volume tick up of buyers, and the buyers are starting to get into control. So a trend reversal can happen as easily as tomorrow to maybe even Monday. I have a small position in this, but I really like it. I would be willing to add on the break of 2. So CBAK, CBAK is another one we played, called from 125. So this one here, you see, look at all this volume. It's had support 1.25, 1.20 here. Look at all the green volume, even on red days. You could see it across. Look, red day. We got a nice volume stick here. See the MACD upticking. So that's something to look at. These are all the plays I play. And then OPGN here. Look, even on red days, buyers are in control. Buyers are in control. And then it just broke out of that resistance. And then I have one more play to go over, which is ABAC. This is a person in our chat who does technical analysis. Great guy here. Great chartist, by the way. So he did one on ABAC. This is another play we're looking at. This one could go as soon as Friday to Tuesday. I'm looking for a position in this off that 2.35 to 2.40 break. And you can see the trend line he drew, and he's pretty on point. You can see this as well. Look at that trend line, and it's holding very well. So this is something to watch for. There's still some selling here, but you can see there is buyers, so it's definitely something to watch. RSI is low, and it's crossing over the trend line he's making. So something to watch. And then here are some of our profits for the week. 8,000 in a day, 700 in a week on a small account, 2,000 off a $900 account. That's pretty crazy. 212%, 7,140. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm still not done with the video. Just want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to join our free trial, it's at BullTradeFinder.net. We have links in the description, and I hope you guys learn, profit, and enjoy. We're going to go over a little scanner right now. Just want to show you guys what's happening. Okay. So, let's do the scanner in action here. Let's make sure it's updated. Okay. So we have 84 tickers. I thought it was around 93. I guess it moved down a little bit. Let's see. So I'm going to pull it straight from here. I go to charts. I like to look at the charts. Shares float ascending, which shows the lowest amount of shares usually. And then we just look for plays. Plays that support, plays that have upside. This one could be a little interesting. May have to look into that. We played that one. Called it at around 220, ran to 3 off an ER run up. This one looks interesting. That one looks nice. Check this one out. Okay, 7 million float. Average volume 58K. Okay, target price 17. Always like to read the news too to see what's going on. Okay, so as a trend line here, downwards trend. Most upside would be 3 at this trend line. These trend lines are pretty accurate on FinViz. Got some SMAs here. Had a pop here. Doesn't hold gains well, so I'm going to go look for another one. Let's see. Maybe ATAC, VLTC. We played RCMT in the chat room on that day that it didn't hold. Maybe that one. Wait, did we skip a page? Oh, there we go. Ooh, definitely gotta watch Q back here. Look at this nice fall. Looking to buy it right around that 4 area. Let's see. BEBE, something to watch. Nice support around the 3.80 area. 20% short, 2 million float, upside to 5. Big down candle. Holds gains. Multi-day runner. Something to watch. Low average volume, 66K. Let's see. ABAC popped up on the screener. Telling you guys, I pulled these right from the screener. SGLB, another one we were looking at. Ran on the screener. IDSA, another one we were looking at. So as you can see, there's a lot of plays that you have to look through here that could have major upside. I'm going to answer some questions now. Let's see. Yeah, I'll answer some questions. The app I also use from the webinar presentation was from eTrade. I like to use their charts. It's just basic stuff. Just wanted to clear that out. This looks like a nice one. The Q back that I was talking about, QBAK. Right at 4 support right here. Looks like it could have a major upside. It's all choppy, not real resistances in a way, except for this 6 and that 5. Only a 1 million float. So that's something to look at. I mean, you guys can write these down and look back at them later on, maybe in a day or two. So yeah, I'm looking at BEBE, ABAC, SGLB, and QBAK from this right now. I was looking at this one a couple of days ago. Still doesn't look like it found support, but maybe around this 3.50 area. See a double there. Has resistance at 4. After 4, can see that 4.50 to 4.75, and can maybe even break up to that 5 area. So that's something to watch for. 3 mil float. Had good news. So that's interesting. Low average volume. Okay, so that's definitely something to look at. I'll answer some questions. So I decide by looking at charts, like I said, just by looking at the support, the accumulation. I like to look at the float. Mostly about the support. So looking at a chart, I like to look at the upside. Here, just like I'll do it right here again. So I look at the support. I can kind of tell there's support here, 350. Not really accumulation because it just dropped there. But you could see the upside. I could easily tell 4 could be a hard resistance though. But after that, 4.50, then a gap fill right here to 4.75, and upside to even maybe 5 to 550 if it breaks that 5. But a real price target would be around maybe 3.90 to 4.75 here. I mean, it's a wide one, but still, anything could happen with these low floats and low average volumes, especially if buyers come in. And look, this is the multi-day runner. Ran from, what, 420 maybe to about 550. So these definitely do run. They could run big with volume as well. So definitely something to watch. And that was only on 100K volume, or 150K. I've been trading for a year and a half. Yes, I like to look at reversals a lot, like QBAK. That's correct. Yeah, I used to do all these. I used to look at all the averages. I mean, I still do, but I definitely shorten them a lot. I just really look at the basic charting. I don't really look at the averages anymore unless someone really tells me about them. It's just off basic candle support for me. I usually go in off of, like I said, the accumulation on the support, or when I see big buyers, like today, XELB. I saw a nice 8K buy, blew right through two resistances, so I could tell something was up. I try to get in as fast as I can. I market ordered. And by the way, I market order and market sell every single play I'm in. Gets me in fast, gets me out fast. And it's all about timing, something I'm good at doing with these market and buys and sells. So yeah, I get in off of either big buys or just the accumulation and support and hold it. The float to me is decently significant because it also matters on the supply and demand. That really is what the supply and demand is. The float is the shares available to the market, to the people like you and me. So if there's only 1 million shares, it's going to be crazy for demand if it's going up. People are going to want to get in, so they're going to just keep buying it up. And that's when the ask just keeps rising. Moving averages work. So moving averages work. I like EMAs mostly. So they pretty much just come from, let's see, it's trailing the stock. EMAs are a faster one than the SMAs, which are the small, what's it called? Dang, got me in a head buster here. I'll come back to that one, don't worry. Low average volume is good because it increases the demand in stock. And float is key. Yes, it is. I like to float low. Yep, right here. Overwhelming demand plus limited supply equals movement. Volume exceeds price. Remember that, guys. Volume exceeds price. Yes, less float, more it can run, the faster it can run too. How many steps in the process? I mean, honestly, to be honest, it takes me 5 to 10 minutes to find 4 out of these 90. It's literally just basic looking through. Here, I'll show you guys again. It's literally this. Let me back out of this. It's literally just scrolling through. So like, I could easily tell this is choppy, I'm not going to touch that. But this one, you could see a nice 4 here from the past. Want to look at that? I'll look at that tomorrow. I'll see how it plans out. BOSC, look at that. Nice 1.9922 support. Look, even past right there. Only thing I don't like is this trend line and the average right at it. Let's see. BEB, I said this like about 5 minutes ago, 3.80 to 3.95. Big support range. Honestly, it's just looking at them. And you can see, I mean, I know these candles are small, I'll go into it. You can see buyers are coming in here. And then you see some weak hands right here. I mean, it's honestly just going through them. It's not even, it literally takes me 5 to 10 minutes. SGLB, something to watch. GLA, look at that. Right off support again. Ran from 4 to like 575, right back at 4. Something to watch. It's as simple as that. Literally took me 5 minutes to go through, I mean, a minute to go through 10. And then I'll just go from page to page. Okay, so the MACD crossover. So, look at the black line. black line needs to cross over the red line. So when it crosses over the red line, it shows a nice trend reversal and the trend going upwards. Now when a MACD, the black line crosses under the red line, shows the downtrend happening and maybe even going to occur. So that's something you really don't want to buy at that time. You want to buy a stock when the MACD is either flat or starting to curl up. And when I mean flat, I mean it was coming down hard and then it started to flat out and then it's about to come back up. So yes, slow floats can run big and fast, as he said, Pavan. How to determine which day it would run? It's honestly just by looking at the charts, looking at the level 2s, looking at what previously is happening. And as what Jixer said, penny stocks don't normally hold gains, which is very true. That's why I usually like to play stocks over 1, especially. Best case, what would you like to show me? What would you like me to show on a bigger chart? Like one of the plays here. So going over GLA, look at this, 4 support. You can see accumulation, look at that. Then we have a nice sell here. And then we have a big pop. And then we have small volume of sellers here. Look at that, small volume. Under 100K each. Probably 50 to 10K volume. And we have a small green candle here. But it's showing, it could be showing a reversal right there. Oh, the MACD, yes. Let me go back to this. Okay. Alright, so MACD. So this is what I'm talking about. You want it, you see how it curls here? This could be a good place to buy, but you don't really know what's going to happen. The best place is when it's curling straight up. Like right around here, even when it just connects. That'd be a good place to buy and hold for a couple of days. And what really hits the spot is that those volume candles right here. You see the MACD cross, even on red days, look, buyers in control. Even on red days. How crazy is that? It shows a trend reversal coming very soon. Same here. MACD cross. See big buyers increasing every day. You could tell something's going to pop and that 85 resistance is going to go. I'll go over it here as well. So, TWMC, you see the MACD falling, starting to curl up now. Buyers start to come into control. And a little weekend day here. Then you see CBAK. This is what you don't want to buy on. Right here, this MACD down cross. But when you see it hit that bottom, look at the buyers. And then, look, just pop, took control, ran to 165. And then OPGN. This one, you can see a cross here. And then just buyers coming in and out. We got some sellers here, a big seller here, then just buyers all across, even on red days. So that's what I'm talking about with the MACD. MACD over the black line, over the red line, and never buy the black line going under the red line. What happened to VII? That was just everyone taking profits, selling off, and getting shorted. That's what really happened to that. It just got taken out very quick. It ran from 0.30 to 150. I mean, and like Jixer said before, penny stocks do not hold. I mean, it'll probably create a new support higher than 0.30 now. Maybe 0.50, 0.40, somewhere around there, but still. Definitely not usually holders, but it was definitely a good swing because you could tell like compared to the average volume, if there's a stock with 10,000 average volume a day, okay, and that stock gets 1,000,000 volume in that day, that's 100 times the average volume. Now, you can tell by 100 times the average volume right there, you can tell right there that the next day, and that just right there, that is going to be a good swing overnight. Yeah, you could take profits, but you can also tell that it could continue, and then the next day it did. It ran from 0.80 from the morning dip straight to 150 and got halted. So, if you think about it, 0.30 to 150, what is that, 600%? 500% at least? Crazy. In just one play. Just one play. And in 2 days. Not even that actually. In one full trading day plus an hour in the next trading day. 500%. Your account could have went up 500%. And I held it through that whole time from 0.38, but except I sold right at 90. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions. Yep. Penny stock should never be invested in. Definitely. I kind of agree with that. Unless for short-term swings or day trading. Totally agree with that there. Because there's a lot of RS and offerings. Trickster's got some good knowledge here. AUPH, I got to look at that. Standard settings, it automatically comes up for you if you put it in your thing. If you put it in your account, whatever account you own that has a chart. Okay, I'll go over AUPH for one person, and I'll explain what I see. Okay, I'll take out all these so it doesn't confuse you guys. Like I said, I've been out doing these. I barely even look at this charting anymore. That'll be perfect. 4, 8, and 10 out. Okay, so to be honest, this could see 6. Right here and right here, the average at 592. This could definitely see 6. It's in a downtrend. If I was to draw a line, it would go straight across, right above it. Straight to 6. And then I believe right there, that's when you would probably want to buy this right at 6. So definitely look back at this when it's at 6. But right now, either get out or buy on the dip at 6 to average down. Whatever you may choose. Yeah, definitely don't chase. I mean, if the stock is up 5%, that's not considered chasing. But if it's up 20 to maybe 50%, that's considered chasing. Can I make that chart bigger? Yes. Okay, so, like I said, the 6, 592 average right here, it'll definitely be up to 6 when this comes closer down. Like I said, if I was going to do a trend line, it would go literally straight across. Right at the top of these. And it would work perfectly too. At 734 right now. Let me check. I want to check what the volume was in aftermarket. Because aftermarket volume and pre-market volume definitely only really matters if the volume is over, I would say, it matters on the stock, but definitely only matters on the amount of volume that is in AH or PM. So if it's over 25,000, I would consider that a holding, like it'll hold when it opens the next day. Yeah, it's up on 735,000 in aftermarket at 749 high. So definitely could watch it there, but I wouldn't chase. It's already up $1 since close. So that right there for me, I wouldn't chase. I'm talking about AUPH. So stocks I'm watching for tomorrow are TWMC, SGLB, ARGS, AMPE. I have a small position in TWMC. Like I said, I would buy more if it breaks on the 2 resistance. So something to watch for. Oh yeah, I heard about NAKD. It's supposed to be merger the 7th to the 10th. So definitely something to watch for. XELB. Oh yes, it was exponential. Thank you for the exponential moving average. So XELB, question on that. It closed over 3, which was very good. That's a pivot point 3. It closed 305.5. I mean $3.05, and then fifth of a nanopenny. So that was good. I mean, it didn't hold up gains, and it broke through midday back to go up for a new high, but didn't quite get there. There was a lot of shorting on it, so we'll see what happens tomorrow in pre-market and at open with volume, and we can tell right there whether to sell or not. If it goes under 3, I would sell straight away. If not, see where it goes right there. Yes, I will. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned. You can ask me questions on StockTwits at BullTradeFinder. Also, look in the description here. Here's our website. You can try our free trial out in the chat room. Get a 10% code off if you indeed do buy. Trade Ideas referral. You could get 15% off. And StockTwits right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great night. Hope you learned, profited, and enjoyed the video. I'll be having more soon. I'll announce them. Thanks for watching, guys.